Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to second video here on the channel. Doing a little bit more work on the John boat today. And yeah, I'm really excited to get back into it. I appreciate some of the comments from the first video. This one gentleman, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but he put some good advice in the comments section for me. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked to keep getting more comments, keep getting more help. And yeah, let's get right into it. So as you folks can see here, we got the John boat flipped on its back. We're gonna be working on this underside for today. I feel like that's a good place to start with any sort of boat build. So I've done it wasn't a John boat before, but it was just a little 12-foot aluminum V hull. And I did bed liner on the bottom of that one. And it did one of two things. It obviously gave the bottom, especially in the front where it's going to be running up against the shore a lot, gives that a little bit more rigidity, makes that a little bit more solid. But then also too, it also acts as a waterproofing a little bit. So previous owner here, as you can see, we got the one spot that was, he said he hit with Flex Seal. But then back here as well, we got a couple spots in the rivets that he covered up with just some sort of silicone. So we're going to hit the whole bottom here with the bed liner, which I'll show you guys what bed liner I'm using here just a second. And yeah, I just think that's a good place to be starting. So I am going to set you guys up on the tripod. We are going to start sanding this bad boy down. Doesn't look like it needs much, but definitely just going to hit it with a quick sanding just to give it a little bit more coarse roughness, so that way that bed liner bonds good. So let's get into it. So got you guys set up on the tripod here. Hopefully this will give you a good enough view. When I start going, I'll kind of angle you down a little bit so you can see the whole boat a little bit better. But yeah, so we're gonna go in with the bed liner on the bottom here. And I got the Herculiner. This is the stuff that I put on my other boat that I did before I decided to start recording it. But it worked pretty good. I had that boat out 2 times this summer already, and only reason that I bought this one is just because that 12-foot aluminum V was very tippy for 2 people in there. It was kind of a deal where, you know, if you got 2 people in there, it's like, hey, just letting you know I'm moving so that way we don't flip this thing. But this stuff seemed to work good. That other boat had a couple leaks in it, and between some Flex Seal and then also this stuff on the bottom, I had no water coming through whatsoever. So that's why I decided to just pick this up for the 14-foot John boat here. So yeah, get this thing opened up and we're gonna get cranking on it. So before we go ahead and put on that roll-in bed liner, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of sanding, nothing crazy, but just something to scuff it up, just get some better adhesion here. For that, I have this Milwaukee sander here, and I just got 150 grit on here, just because it doesn't need to be much. It just enough to coarse it up a little bit so we get some good bondage. So I'm gonna get rolling on that, and I'm gonna throw you guys probably just in a time lapse, and yeah, be right back. So just wanted to take a second, about halfway through here, show you the difference of what I'm doing exactly. So this side, as you can see, everything that's been sanded there doesn't look a whole lot different from this side, but you can definitely see a little bit of a difference. But like I said before, it really doesn't need much. Just needs to get scuffed up a little bit. Just give that bed liner a little bit better adhesion. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this other side done real quick, and then I'll get back with you guys. So here we go, guys. Got the boat, bottom of the boat, nice and sanded down. I know there's lots of old green paint left on there, but I went over it, and so it's scuffed up just as much, and so she should be ready for this bed liner now. So I hit it with the leaf blower right there just to get some of that dust off, but I'm gonna go through with just a little bit of acetone on a rag, just brief coat. Go across the whole thing so that way get all that residue and stuff like that off, and then we can get into bed lining here. All right, so as you guys just saw, I went over it with the chemicals and the rag. And even though I did the leaf blower, it's still very important to grab some sort of chemical, like either acetone, or there's a couple different chemicals that work that I've seen at least, and go over it with a rag, because even after hitting it with the leaf blower, this is what that rag's supposed to look like. But that's what it looks like now. As you can see, there's still a lot that came off with that. So I'm just gonna give that acetone just a couple minutes. It dries pretty much instantly, but I just like giving it a couple seconds before hitting it with any sort of paint or anything like that. So once that's all dried up, I'm gonna hit that with some bed liner, and we're gonna have a new looking bottom for this John boat here. We just got this can cracked open here, and what I remember from last time using this stuff, it's very important to get a very good mixture on it, or else it doesn't give that like coarse roughness that this stuff adds everywhere evenly. So you really gotta take your time and make sure that you mix this stuff up really good. And they come with these weird like foam little roller things. These things are made so cheap. The handle and everything, there's a little screw that you gotta screw in, but that's besides the point. They work good for this material. It also comes with a little brush that will be nice for doing along the edges of the ridges here. So we're gonna get this mixed up here, and then we are going to start rolling this stuff on. But yeah, when you get this stuff straight up, try to do it here without spilling any. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I don't want to get on my garage floor, but it comes in liquid on the top and chunks on the bottom. So this is probably gonna take me a second to get this nice and mixed up here. But I will check back in with you guys once I got it mixed up here. Okay, so I just wanted to bring you in here and show you. You can kind of see it on this stick here more so. You see now it's all mixed up and it's got that real granule texture to it, which that's what we're looking for. That's what gives it its strength to make the bottomless boat a lot more durable, I should say, when pulling it up on the bank and even just riding on the trailer, just less wear and tear on it. And so that's why I like using this stuff, or that's why I was really happy after the first boat that I did the bottom of it in, because I mean, we ran that thing up on shore hard and it did not get touched. So it's a little bit more expensive, but I think in the end result, it gives you a really good final durable product. So I'm excited for it. Alrighty, I didn't bother filming it, but we went ahead and got this, got these edges taped up. It's not the perfect line for a tape job, but it's definitely gonna be good enough for what I need it to be. And so, yeah, we're gonna get right into putting this stuff on here. So I'm gonna throw it into a time lapse here, just cause it'll be easier for you guys to watch it. So yeah, let's get into it. folks. Got the first coat of the bed liner done. Right around here where he had some of the previous owner had some silicone on there, it's acting a little goofy, but after the second coat it should work. But yeah, for the first coat though, we got some pretty decent coverage. And so I'm thinking that after we get the second coat on there, I think it's gonna be looking nice. It's gonna darken up a little bit and just really fill some of those gaps and voids. But yeah, no, this Herculiner stuff, it works great. Like I said, I used it on the last boat and I had no complaints whatsoever with it. The only complaint that I have is that if you manage to get it on your fingers or anything like that, you gotta wipe it off right away or else she ain't coming off. So I think my tape line held up pretty good. So once this dries and we get this second coat on, we'll take that off and we'll see how she looks. All right, guys, got 2 coats down on the bottom of the boat. It's definitely looking a lot better. I got some left in the can yet though, so probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this stuff harden up, I'll let it cure, and then I'm gonna come back through and just kind of do a little bit of touch up and pretty much just burn up the rest of the can because stuff's kind of expensive and it ain't gonna hurt it to put a little bit extra on. So that's what I'm gonna do. But so far I'm definitely pretty happy with the getting close to final product here. Definitely still a few little bald spots that I gotta go back and fill in, but that'll be perfect with what I got left in the can. So that's what we're gonna do. Alrighty folks, well that is gonna do it. About 2.5 coats on. I got a little bit, we had a little bit of runnage off the front there, but it's none of the granules, so it'll sand right off when I go to paint and everything like that. But covered good, looks great. I got about a 1/4 can left, so once this fully dries and cures, I'll probably go back through just with the rest of the can just to play it safe and stuff like that. But that is gonna do it. So folks, if you did enjoy the video, I would definitely appreciate a like or a comment down below. If you're interested in following along with the journey here, definitely hit that subscribe button. I think it's been about 10 or 11 days or so since my last upload, but I do a full-time job and own a house, and so a whole bunch of things that go along with that. But I found some time today to be able to get out and work on the boat and record myself doing it. So if you guys want to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, that would be much appreciated. And I will see you folks on the next one. Peace.